I'm gonna go ahead and record this because I figured it's been a while since I've done a kind of one-time only thing. This will most likely go in the KCD2 playlist, but then also in the one-offs and stuff like that for fun. But yep. Hello YouTube, welcome on in. Let's switch to the screen. I have stayed on this menu the whole fucking time, so this way I didn't miss out on reading it and stuff. So we all get to read it together. Welcome to Hardcore Mode, a new immersive game mode in which navigation, survival, and combat are more difficult and more realistic. At the start of Hardcore Mode, you also have to select at least 3 negative perks, which I think is new because I think it used to be 2, to modify the game difficulty. We'll lose our compass and location indicator, so we have to observe our surroundings, talk to locals for direction, um, or of course follow the sun and moon and the stars, which it has been confirmed the North Star is in the game. So if you know how to spot the North Star, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how, so I'm going to pay attention. But if you know where the North Star is, you know what you're doing. Attack directional indicator is also off, so we have to pay attention to the movement of the enemies, which is not too hard. It takes a little getting used to know what's left and what's right, but once you do, it gets easy. And your mind and likely even your life. True. And there's Henry just fucking. I love this artwork. It is so cool. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, what the hell? They don't have the 2 play lines. They only have the 2. I thought there was supposed to be more. Was that only with their shit? Oh, those bastards. You lied to me. You lied to me. Anything new on, I don't know if there's anything new for Twitch drop. Let me see. Doesn't look like it. I don't have any Twitch drop stuff on. I think we're good. I think I would have known if there was or not. Well, all right then. New game. Well, this is awkward. I really thought we were gonna have more playlines because that's what they hinted at in that stream they did. But I guess not. Fuck it. Playline 2. Hardcore mode, baby. All right, and too bad this isn't the first game. In the first game, you actually had a chance to just die right here. Your journey begins. Henry said, "Oh, by the way, I will act. This is kind of like my personal hardcore run. When I get a moment, I do want to stream a whole playthrough of hardcore, but we will do the hardest run of all, the all negative perks achievement. Because why not? I hate myself enough as it is. I beat fucking Ninja Gaiden 3 on hard. I feel like I'm probably ready to do more bullshit. But anyway, your journey begins. Henry sending forth towards new lands by Hans Capon at his side. Isn't the lad he used to be? His adventurous life has taken a toll on him. So we can have 3 negative perks, which I think is what we're going to do. No need to do all of them, because we'll do that later in another playthrough. But I'll at least show you all the perks. So we have Bad Back. Already funny enough, thinking about it already. Every back has a God-given number of times it can bend. Yours is already past its limit. Due to your bad back, your carrying capacity is 50% lower, and whenever you bend to pick up a herb or mushroom, there's a small chance you'll strain your back and be left hobbling for a while. You got heavy-footed. You've always been heavy-footed. Ma said it doesn't matter. Everyone has their quirks. Fritz and Matthew always said you were a bumbling idiot. I'm gonna say you're lucky, Jeff. This was just like a random day. I just said, well, I said it yesterday I was gonna stream because I was gonna do more BG3, but honestly, this game kicked in my head. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But if it's about this game, yes, just yes, get it. Where was I? Oh yeah, bumbling idiot. Let me finish reading this part at least. Your heavy steps cause your starting noise level to be increased from 0 to 25. What's more, your shoes wear down twice as fast, so you'll have to repair them more frequently. Okay, fair. You mentioned Virtuous Studios who remake Outer Worlds was ass, and the game was ass. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah. 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 Apparently, it seems to work a little better now. I tried it again recently because I think there was like an update they did. And at least on console, I'm not sure about PC, but I think they finally fixed the console version last I played, but not sure. Oh, that they're remaking or remastering Oblivion? Yeah, it's already confirmed. And supposedly the date has been also squeezed out due to some mismanagement, apparently. So supposedly we're going to get it Monday. We'll see if that's true. Maybe. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited. I kind of am. It does look different in terms of vibe. It doesn't look as bright and colorful like it should. But from what I'm understanding, it's remastered in Unreal Engine 5, and the physics engine and everything is going to be Oblivion's creation engine, which means I'm sure they didn't do any animation changes. I feel like they probably only focused on graphical fidelity. If they did animation changes, I would like that, because let's be real, the animations in Oblivion aren't that great, and it could use some updates. So if they updated that, I'd appreciate it. But if they didn't, and it's just more of a graphical overhaul, I'll still probably take it. But I'm probably just gonna get the base game. But we'll see. But I am excited for it. I love Oblivion, but its look does take a toll on itself. So I just hope there's bug fixes. I hope they redesigned the scaling system. I don't want to deal with that nonsense. I do hope they change the animations of stuff. But overall, like, it looks like it's gonna look fantastic, which is good. So we'll see for sure. Biting my tongue. I think it will be. However, let's not forget Sky Oblivion is coming out. And that is definitely a mod I'm excited for. Skyrim with Oblivion everything honestly sounds like really fun. So it'll be interesting that how we have two, basically. Ooh. Sorry, I was drinking and finishing this. A bite of the tender. Okay. Next is Numbskull. How should I put it? You're not the sharpest quill in the inkwell. In order for you to understand anything, people will have to repeat it at least twice. You gain experience 40% slower. And your experience... And you gain experience... Wait, what? Oh! Shit! I fell for it! You bastards. I fell for it. I might... Numbskull it is. That's our first one. I am a fucking numbskull. So it used to be it was 20% from the first game, but they upped it to 40 because 20 didn't really do much. So I'm curious on this one. Somnambulon. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know, man. With the work they put into Sky Oblivion, that means they've also worked on a lot of stuff to fix Skyrim. Like that's one of the biggest mods, kind of like with Fallout London or whatever that one was called. Like, it does a lot to really improve the base game. And I have kind of waited for that for a while. So maybe I'll compare them. I have not played London yet. I want to. I do. I don't think I own Fallout 4 yet on PC, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But oh, I'm sure at first, but I think it had its fixes over time. But I mean, you can never know what you're about to expect with a mod launch, but I think Sky Oblivion team definitely is a different story, because a lot of those people who worked on it definitely kind of got a little more support from Bethesda and stuff as well. So we'll see. Alright, so you lose restedness 40% faster, and every time you sleep, there's a chance your sleepwalking ladies will take you somewhere else. I think for the hell of it too, let's do this. Hangry Henry. Oh man, maybe I'll actually change this. I don't know. You feel quite hungry. As soon as you're hungry, all you can think about is food. You're useless and you don't want to talk to people. All you want to do is eat. In addition to the usual effects of hunger, starving also reduces your speech, charisma, and intimidation. I still feel like it should increase your intimidation based on, the name. The hungrier you are, the bigger the penalty. Moreover, all food will fill you 50% less. Your digestion rate increases by 25%. Hangry Jeff. Take this off for right now. Like I said, I'm going to do an all-negative run when I do a full playthrough again of this game. But this kind of like will most likely be my personal one. Fuck Menace. I'll explain this one later. So you got Sweaty. If you were a tanner, nobody would find it odd that you smell awful. Only, you're not a tanner. Your excessive sweating causes your clothes to get dirty 50% faster, as well as start to smell. When you do start to stink, you can be smelled from twice as far away, which makes stealth more difficult. Not even perfume will help hide the stench. Oof. Picky eater. You prefer to only eat your ma's cooking. Only your ma's in a better place, so you don't eat much. Your pickiness causes all food in your inventory to spoil 25% faster. When gutting animals, you're also pickier and get only a quarter of the meat and other items from animals. I'm sure. I'll for sure be streaming it too. If it really does come out Monday, I will be streaming. It just sucks though too, cause oh god, that's also the week Clear Obscure will be coming out, and fucking hell, like Bashful. You have trouble talking to strangers, so you prefer to avoid doing so. You can't ask people for directions, so it's more difficult to find your way around. Besides that, you're too shy to speak to the girls at the bathhouse, so you can't request all their services. Since you're not much of a talker, gaining speech experience 20% slower. So already you're losing 60% experience if you had Numbskull on for your speech. That's fucked up. Punchable face. Take a look at yourself. Pig's eyes, nose like a button. When you just punch yourself in the face, surely you would, and you're not alone. People who attack you are motivated to really hurt you, making them stronger, braver, and more resilient. The effect is multiplied based on the combat skills of your opponents. The stronger the opponent, the greater their buff. What's more, you take 10% more damage. Fucking oof. And finally, what will really make hardcore the hardest fucking experience, especially with an all-negative perk run. You think 60% XP, losing 60% XP gain for speech is hard, 40% on everything else. You think sleepwalking is bad back. I think this is your biggest crime right here. Menace. Tales of the wicked deeds of Henry of Skalitz have preceded you to new lands. The law will keep a closer eye on you. Once you're branded for a crime, the effect is permanent, and getting caught for any other serious crime will lead to your execution. What's more, guards will punish you more severely, and the consequences of these punishments will be more intense. The chance of you being randomly searched is also doubled. So, as far as I know, I don't think this means, like, when your timer runs out, because I'm sure there's still a timer of being freshly branded. I think. Oh, no. It does say it's permanent, so if you get caught doing anything too extreme, you'll get hung. But I think you should still be allowed to talk to um storekeepers and stuff, because I feel like it would really break balance and stuff like that. Probably not, though. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I'm pretty sure that would break balance. But I'll watch someone play a whole negative run maybe and see what happens. But hey, that just means be on your best behavior more. Well, let's see. Hangry Henry, sleepwalking. Ooh. God, I kind of want to do bad back. It's just fucked up. Ooh. Okay, let's do punchable face. Nah. We want to pick ear, so. Fucking do numbskull too. There we go. These will be the starting ones, and then the next time I do a full stream of this game, all negative perks, baby. We're going in fucking swinging. I am not going to skip the cutscenes because they're too good to watch. Shoot dog.
Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! Need help here, damn it! You grab whatever you can and get up top!
Hopefully these won't carry over to Godwin.
Take cover in the keep.
That'd be smart if the negative perks are only for Henry.
Go and take cover with the others.
There's our favorite man. Father Godwin.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Booze.
Get ready! Take cover! Now! Forward!
A rude awakening, eh?
Our dentist.
Make it count.
All right, here we go. first taste.
Lord, the gates! Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have... Shoot him!
Got him.
Godwin! I'll knock it down!
Watch me forget some controls already. That's it. Fuck you.
What now, fucker?
Oh, I can't get him. I'll get this guy. Got an arbalist. Yeah! Got the arbalist.
Die, you swine!
Oh. They're breaching the gates!
Got him!
I get the commander? Oh. Nicked him.
Now you're finished! Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin, move downstairs! We can handle it here! Godwin! Get over here with that crossbow and join the line!
Ah, your shots suck. Light him up.
Close! Die! Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! That was close. Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
Okay, just remembering because I have my paddles turned on.
Fucking Wenceslas!
Oh, there's already one climbing up. Ooh, Master Strike already. Let's go. That's right. Oh, I think someone's climbing this. Is there another one I can get? Oh, there we go. Bye, buddy. Itchy tasty. No!
Fuck! I've been hit! Don't poke at it! Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you,
Uh.
Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky.
That's an Easter
The
egg.
most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
And it's a really fun one, too. I have a huge new respect for Luke Dale. That man has been dedicated to not only this game, but like the fact that he's become a full-on streamer now at this point is fucking crazy. I definitely want to meet him and Tom McKay. Luke Dell is Sir Hans Capon, and Tom McKay is Henry. You're literally looking at their faces and their voices. probably modified to look a little younger, but still. fuck?
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Fortune favors the
Ordentes
bold.
fortuna juvat. Fortune
Ordentes
favors
fortuna
the
juvat.
brave.
This game has
I don't
really
doubt
got
it.
me to get into Latin.
All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again.
It's like when Assassin's
much
Creed
bravery.
2 came out. Like,
Christ, Henry,
the
don't be
whole
such a
Ezio
stick in the mud.
trilogy
Aren't you glad to be finally out of that
Um,
hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure?
got me into Italian a lot
See a
more.
bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure,
I'd say it's the
but
same
you
way.
promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak
Oh, really?
Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
I think it'd be nice to live in Italy. But the fact like that, they don't do... I think they're a cash-only country. I'm like, At least last I heard.
My word, that is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
God, I love the fucking Cry engine, dude. We need more games in it. If KCD2 is not proof enough that the Cry engine is still a great engine, especially for open world games, people are fucking crazy. Like, Unreal cannot compare to this right now. It really can't. The only time it can is when it's
Well,
with
Henry,
remasters.
looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh?
Yeah.
But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
You know what's fucked
Of
up
course.
is I looked
How could
into
I
it,
possibly botch it
and
up? There are foreign
if they
armies
really do
rampaging
make
through
a
Bohemia.
third game
The king is in
within the
captivity,
Hussite
God knows
Wars,
where, and here we are in the
um,
middle of it all, carrying
yeah,
an important document.
just like in
No,
KCD1,
I intend to make the most of this trip.
Nightingale
one way or
predicted
another.
it.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Al dentes
The real
fortuna
counterparts, the
See
real
now,
Hanush,
There's
definitely
the Henry
fucked
I know and
over
love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's
the
almost
real
within
counterpart
reach.
of Hans.
How's it looking
But
now?
Hans
All
still
good,
did
though.
get his
Just
estate,
keep your eyes on the road ahead.
and
Exactly.
Hanush became a robber
Anything in front
baron.
of us
I
here
can't
that
remember the
looks
real
like it's
names, but
moving, we
still.
want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh?
Oh, the food is
Hold
really
on.
not that bad.
Eyes like a hawk.
Like,
I don't
dried
think
beef
nothing.
is the best in terms of, like, you have to think of it like this. When you're doing long trip, like traveling, especially if you're not gonna fast travel because you want to level up like your horse and stuff, dry beef, easy to buy, gives you the best amount of hunger and everything like that. When it when it comes to mutt, I would still recommend bringing like some meat for him, even if it's raw meat, just because it won't roll away. But if you're ever like in towns and stuff, then that's when you buy like smoked meat or stuff like that. It's just quicker to fill and cheaper.
Colors, they're from Trotsky.
But I usually try not to eat until I see the hunger meter. So I always try and carry
Stand a chance
a
against
pack of dried meat.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas.
I'll say this right now,
Follow my
DRS.
orders.
With the hardcore stuff, you'll appreciate normal mode hunger. Hardcore hunger is stressful.
Halt! What are you after here?
Especially with the negative perk I just
Is
chose.
this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
50% more
This is how we greet
in order to
armed
get full,
strangers
but
when
then
bandits are
25%
pillaging
increase
everywhere.
of digestion. It's
Can
like,
you not
holy shit.
distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Wait a second, why is there blood on his shield?
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What to start with? You know what? I'm gonna go more. Yeah, I usually like to start as advisor because talking my way out of shit is a good idea. But honestly,
I'm a soldier
Let's
and
start
Lord
with Pit,
Capon's
like,
bodyguard.
being
My
tough.
job is to defend him with my life.
fun fact:
From
Tom
Skalitz,
McKay
is that
confirmed
the
he
one that
likes
King
Angry Henry
Sigismund
more
was Cuman
because it's the most
forces
funny
funded?
ad.
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
And do we really look like we're bandits of all things? I probably don't need the tutorial on.
We want to negotiate an alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place, as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Nice. Those dialogue options are hard because it's definitely based on your armor and your cleanliness. Like, more brutish looking armor and dirt,
Sorry about the cold reception.
the threatened ones are easier. But
Cautious.
if you're knight in shining
These
armor and
bandits
clean,
create
it's more of
mayhem
that
and
one.
vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
The offense
suppose
in
we'll just
his
have to manage somehow.
face.
Good luck in
That was the look of
hunting
you
down those
son of a
bandits.
bitch.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
You know, having a beard back then had to have been stressful. Like, with that kind of armor and shit.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank.
It wasn't so
least we
bad,
can
but I was
raid.
65 at the
I
time of
stink
this
almost
game.
as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank.
Welcome to Hardcore Mode, an immersive gameplay mode which mainly influences your user interface and the way to navigate the world. We have negative perks, already talked about that, which we can see in our character tab. You can't see cardinal directions on your compass and quest markers, only appear when you're up close to them. You can't see your position on the map, so you have to use your surroundings to find your way around. If you're lost, you can ask someone where you are. Just walk up to them and ask for directions. That is, if you didn't choose the bashful perk, of course. I cannot wait to do an all negative perk run because I'm going to regret it so much. Because my sense of direction is ass. Like, granted, I get that. If I remember, it's the rising sun is east, the setting sun is west. Of course, the North Star is in this game, so as long as you know where the North Star is, that's how you know you're going north. So I kind of have some ideas on it. Your health and stamina bars are hidden, so you have to rely on sight and sound to orient yourself on the battlefield. When your opponent is injured, he'll be bloodied. If he's tired, he'll breathe heavily. Same goes for you. In combat, you don't see your rosette. Yep, perfect block or anything like that, so you have to rely. Oh wait, so they even turned off the perfect block and oh wait, oh was it? Could have sworn it was on hardcore in the first game. Maybe it's been a minute. Adventus Fortuna Yuba. What is it, boy?
Say something to that dog. For
Here,
Christ's sake.
what's all the fuss about, Matt?
Henry!
Are you that hungry?
Call off that
All right,
damn dog
I'll see what I can get
before
for
he
you.
wolfs down the last of our mates. Well,
Come on,
right.
Conrad.
But it's still buggy.
Let's throw a few
But
dice.
come here, boy.
God. How many times do I
But
have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
good boy.
I do not.
You're
Oh.
my doggy,
And
eh?
how come you always
Yeah.
win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win because you always lose.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled
Yep,
up a
PS feels
piece
like it
of
got
venison
smoother.
while I was having a piss. I've got one last
Even though it
sausage
was
and I'll
already
be
smooth enough.
saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
I tried.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you own it too well.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Trotsky. They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give over, Tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern
Yoink.
after we deliver the letter.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this on too, just that way I don't have to put it on. Go to training. Get all of our gear. Looking good. And even though hardcore will be hard enough with the stuff I chose, because I have punchable face on, even with the all negative perk run, I'll probably be wearing gear based on stuff like as I'm traveling, I'll probably wear less armor. That way I have more of a maximum speed kind of deal. And then, unless I know I'm going to get in some combat, I'll have like some kind of light heavy armor. Like a medium-ish.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
So something like this could
Sure.
honestly be pretty
How's
good.
about spicing it
depending
up
on
with
the
a little
situation.
wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
How much do I got?
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in
Honestly,
my bones.
So I've learned, even like from KCD1, Farkle is such a great way to make some money. It's still risky, but it's definitely one of your best options to make money. Ah, no, I want to use this dice. Wait. Oh. Yes. Okay, we're off to a good start. You What the fuck?
Ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
I just felt the hand of God. He literally just bitch slapped me.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
I literally been bitch slapped by God. What the fuck?
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Oh Lord, thou art in heaven. Please let me win. Bollocks.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
I don't think we technically have to
Let it
do
be
this.
now. I want to
but
play too, you know?
I will not ignore Mutt. What the shit?
My God, I'm done.
Yeah, don't risk it. Okay. I swear to fucking God, man. I swear.
Wonderful.
What is this?
That's just great.
You can.
What?
All right.
No. This can't. It's
Come
hardcore.
on, then.
That's all this.
Show
that's
us what you
hardcore's
can
doing.
do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Shit.
Here.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't take the wait, why didn't you take the 3 2s? What the Okay, good. Okay. I mean, he gets to roll again, though. Holy shit! Yo, what? Yo. Yo, this game is cheating.
That's great.
What? Okay, one more
All
game
right,
and then I'll see if I can
let's
just go to
carry on.
Hans. I'm sorry, Mutt. I'll have to feed you when I get you.
We'll see whose side
There's
luck is
no-
on today.
Obviously, you apparently. No, higher chance
If
for
I was you,
multiple.
I'd take it.
I swear to God. I am about to throw my fucking controller.
If my luck keeps up, it'll
I
be all over soon.
am about to throw my I am about to throw my fucking controller. How? These aren't even.
That's just
These are
great.
just basic ass dice.
All right.
I swear this is hardcore's doing. Then again, your agility stat is raised What if, like, your agility affects dice? Wouldn't be surprised. Bro. Why aren't my rolls this good? Why does he get fucking a whole set? I swear to God, dude. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here. Aye, that'll do.
Okay. Good. 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 Please
Damn
don't.
it!
Good. I was about to say, please don't get a 1. Are you shitting me right now?
Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can
Nah.
I am at a loss for fucking words. I'm sorry, Mutt. I can't. I want to continue.
Well then, Henry.
I'm
Henry,
so
oh.
pissed off.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment.
But you
true
bit your
enough,
ass, though, when I do the
that
full
bastard
run again.
surprised me a bit.
Well,
Beat
that's
his
what I'm
ass.
here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanosh had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. I see you're still in armor, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
I'm sorry, Mutt. I'm sorry. Don't look at me.
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours?
Whoops. You son of a bitch.
How about...
One. Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Man, Hans really just said, "The fuck do you think you're doing, pal?" Wait. Fuck. No, it wouldn't have counted.
Well, that's no great loss.
Because it's got to be 4 of a kind, right? No, or 5. Yeah, it's got to be 5. Because you can only get a 4 if it's... Yeah, if they're matching numbers.
You didn't have much anyway. Here. No, that's as far as I go.
Lucky dice. Nice. Continue. I am going to scream. I am going to fucking scream.
Here. That's enough for me. Your turn.
This is the one time he's not getting fucking god rolls. The bastard. No, I gotta try. I gotta try. Ah!
Aye, that'll do. My God! Oh, come on! Ha ha! If I threw like that,
Oh!
at all.
Why?
Here.
I am going to kill this man.
My God, I'm done.
If only we had a fucking 5. Ah!
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Oh. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Aye, that'll do.
This is for you, but you know that, right? Right?
Here.
Is the old man's being a prick about it? I wonder if I could still convince him. Probably too late.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please, 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 God, please. Please, 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 please. I fucking hate you! Oh my God, no, please. Please, 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 please. It's,
Yeah.
oh God, no, please, 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 please.
Aye.
No, 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 no. Don't give him what, don't, please. Oh my God, stop. Oh God, don't, please, no more. No more, I'm suffering enough. Thank God. First try, suck it.
God damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done?
You
a bet is a bet.
are a
Here's
sorcerer.
your ring.
A warlock. You cheated. Oh God, oh, it's here you go.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. And here's the sausage in return, like we agreed.
Oh yeah,
All right.
a nice juicy
enough
sausage.
games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Mutt.
Here you go.
Good boy.
Take it.
Just threw it on his head. Good doggy. Good doggy. Oh, right. Alright, Hans. Let's cross swords.
Can we start with the sword play?
And not the
You've
fun
got your
kind.
armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on.
Oh.
This time, let's get warmed up.
There we go.
I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Wait, it said something about holding it. Did they change something that I don't know? So DRS, if you're still here, if you want me to still
Is that the best you've got?
talk about combat
Even
stuff,
work off
this is
sweat.
definitely
you
a good one.
will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. I'm still as fresh as a daisy.
Looks like they might have fixed the reaction timing.
Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Oh,
Good.
that was weird.
That's the way. Back door. Good.
Okay. Hans is taking forever.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Too soon. You're doing great, Henry. You started blocking too soon.
Well, Hans, I need you to just fucking fight, please. There we go.
Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Good, Henry. Nice.
There we go.
Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Good riposte. Nice. Too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard.
All right, here we go.
Nice block.
Now we're even.
Got me right there. Ooh. Oh, okay. You got me right there, Hans. Ooh, I missed that one. All right, I gotta calm down on riposting. Don't want to spend all my stamina. Yeah. And yeah. Oh, he caught on what I was doing there, doing the feint. That's not the direction I wanted.
Nice technique. Did you
Ow. Oh, oh, he caught me in the feint, but I got lucky.
Like that, and he'll be on his back.
It's good reaction timing. He's tired. He's tired. I can tell. Okay, the feint is still bugged because it looked like it was still holding it. There we go. Ooh, he was not quick enough for that.
See that, fellas?
Ow.
Ah!
Oh!
Piece of shit! Ah!
Ah, I want to mock him.
Don't hold back.
You can't take me!
We'll see about that.
You're a dead man! You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight.
I guess I'm not gonna be too threatening too. I realized I got a punchable face on. Got him. Good fight.
I yield. Enough. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable.
Thank you, my lord.
Won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
For survival.
And if he hadn't started acting like a twat, he could have carried on with us until dawn.
He'd have to get his brain out of his crotch for that.
But I still can't figure out how you didn't have a sick head after. Mine was ringing like a church bell all day.
It seems I'll have to give you some lessons in the art of drinking.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
What if I chose the virgin achievement? Still need to do that one. You know what? For this personal hardcore run, I'm gonna try and stick with Teresa.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So, we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my brays.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only
He's a
what
big
Sir Hans
cheese.
told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate.
I remember
an
someone
alliance with
laughing,
him.
wondering if that was a term
You
they
summed
actually
that
might
up
have
nicely.
used. They probably
But
could
yes,
have.
that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas.
You know
will
what's
never
really
meet a
funny
more
though?
important
I
noble
highly
than
recommend
him.
people look
I
up
heard
the
he
Czech
insists on having the
voice
finest
acting.
swords. And that
A
he's
lot
got
of
big
people, even
collection,
like
all
people
kinds
from
of
like
swords and
the Czech
daggers.
Republic, even
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how
and
to
technically
use
like
them.
people who do like
Is he
German
any
and
good at
Polish too and
sword
all that
fighting?
all agree
It
like
ain't nothing easy to learn.
playing this in Czech is so funny because especially between the Czech and the Poles, it is hilarious because apparently their language is so similar. They kind of understand each other even though they're not fully understanding each other. And that so when you're playing in English, you know how like when you talk to Adder, for those who have played the game, he's speaking in Polish all the time, but Henry can kind of make out bits and pieces while still speaking quote unquote English. If you do it in Czech, it is so funny because I'm actually starting to see what people mean. Like they're so similar with the wording, and it's like they're just nonchalant, just having a casual conversation. It's funny as hell. But then when a German comes into play, God, like it's funny in English, but the Czech to German conversations are fucking hilarious because it's still the same thing. The dude speaking German, and you're just like, what? What are you saying? Oh god, this I think that's so. It's one thing I even talked about, like Assassin's Creed should have done. That's what I love about this game. I love that it kind of does proper translation, kind of Metal Gear Solid in a way. Because if you think about it, if you play Metal Gear Solid 3, everyone's speaking English, but they mentioned the dialogue that you were technically speaking Russian because, you know, it was like a psychological thing, right? So I appreciate this game because even though you're still playing in like English, I like that all the different cultures and all that basically are using their native languages, except for Henry. Henry's not using his native language. Anyone who is technically Czech, of course, we're all hearing in English. Anyone else from other languages and stuff are their own language, and I love that. That is something I think should be appreciated more. And the fact that when they change the voice acting to Czech, as an example, you're not sacrificing everyone else's languages. They're all their own language because it is written like that, and it is beautiful. Assassin's Creed did finally do something like that. I think Shadows has an option where it's I forgot the name, immersive dialogue. So that means, like, from what I understand, in the beginning, they showed it. You have everyone speaking Japanese, but then at a certain conversation, they would switch to the native language of the guests, and then switch to Japanese when it was needed. So I think it's cool that they finally got into that kind of thing. I feel like more games should do it. It would feel really good. Ooh. What do I want to start with? Getting a mace would take a... Well, not really. And a lot of the one-handed skills can definitely work with a mace, except mace is still slower. But if I do sword, I'll get a lot of good one-handed skills that would work. Yeah, I'm a sword fucking nerd.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced,
I'll use a mace
fast,
later on.
and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that.
I'm a bastard.
No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Or Oats.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
Fun fact, by the way,
I haven't been away from
the
Ratchet
metal
in
cuirasses
ages.
were definitely made where you need help putting them on. Where the Brigandine, or Brigandine, I keep forgetting which one they like to say it, technically was designed for self, like,
Blasted iron shirt.
self, what'd you call it?
Relief.
Application, basically.
I feel like I've just
At least if I
shed
read
40
correctly.
pounds.
The wine is spilling.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
And taking off a chain shirt by yourself definitely was a pain in the ass, from what I understand. Wait, chicken, where's the dinosaur? I didn't see the dinosaur! I just saw the chicken!
You fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold.
Fuck,
I
look at
wouldn't want
the
your
fucking
pride and
chest
voice
hair on
shaken.
Henry.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
What?
closer.
Rock faction. This one.
Hear that singing? They must be close.
I don't know actually.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Just stare at his ass. What?
Shit.
Oh.
Laundry. We have to get
Did he have a
closer
new
to the
video?
others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Or is this the Dragon's Dogma one that you're talking about? Wow.
Hmm?
There we go.
What is this racket here?
It worked. Let's go.
Nice. That I think honestly that's his like my favorite one from him. Especially the ending of it. Definitely like a conspiracy, but I have to probably agree with it.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na kasníky, klienty jedí, Pana sama
Woman.
sedí, Aleluja Domine, Aleluja.
Oh yeah, it totally made sense. That's why like I'm betting it was close to why he wanted to leave. Cuz think about it. They let him do DMC5 his way and everything and it saved them. And now he got to make Dragon's Dogma 2 and they fucked him. And then the Monster Hunter thing just takes the cake too, which I found funny.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
It's like we got no armor, Henry. No oats. What conspiracy? So in Punk Duck's Dragon's Dogma 2 video, he had a theory of why Itsuno left Capcom, and it's very heavily implied Dragon's Dogma 2 was forced to basically be like kind of like the remake like it was hinting to be, and so he designed it in a way to kind of be like it's basically like he's trying to explain what the current state of gaming is right now, and the more you like listen to it, it makes more sense. Like I would have to watch the video again to articulate it, but if you watch it, it will make sense. Because definitely, like I said earlier, after DMC5, you would think they would give Itsuno more control over his games, but with the way Dragon's Dogma 2 released, it really got fucked.
Enough, I said.
What the fuck? She's mine!
Fuck. But I highly recommend it. Punk Duck Dragon Dogma 2 video is really good. She came in and she's perfectly fine. And it's a crime too because we still haven't gotten any DLC, like just minor updates still, which is really agitating because it just sounds like Capcom is not wanting to take this opportunity to be like, look, Monster Hunter, yes, is an RPG, but they're really losing a market in a sense as well. Like, it's criminal. And sure, the DLC, if it ever does exist, might be better, like the first game, because it wasn't directed by Itsuno. The last DLC was directed by someone else. That's what made it interesting too, because Itsuno's way of telling Dragon's Dogma 1 and technically 2 is what he wanted, and it makes sense. He probably didn't want it to be a huge badass story and shit like that. The point of it is the point of it is in basically how it's being portrayed. And Dragon's Dogma 2 is basically retelling Dragon Dogma 1.
I'm done with running.
But because of the entity who's guiding you, it's in a sense, as Punk Duck puts it, is like, think of it like the ghostly figure is Capcom, basically.
What?
Like, Capcom is trying to guide the game to be DD1 all over again. And your goal is to break that cycle.
We can't leave it like this. No, wait! Ah, fuck! We've got to flee.
Grigori being a boss in Wilds would be fucking cool.
I'm on his...
But it'd be cool to see a monster from Wilds in DD2. There's so many good monsters that could actually fit in Dragon's Dogma's universe. That's why it's some bullshit. It's like Dragon's Dogma can go a long way in Capcom, but for some reason they just don't have the hope in it. It's fucking stupid.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
I'm still also waiting for a hard mode for that. Because I really don't understand the point of putting it in easy mode. There was no point for an easy mode. Because, like, you lose achievements. It just reduces the stamina consumption. I know it... I think it stops you from dying in a sense. But, like, I don't know. There's just so much to the game where it's like... the game was really not that hard to begin with. It was only hard if you were underprepared or you really, you know, just didn't know what you were doing at the time.
And then kill them. No fucking around.
I'd say the hardest part of the game is definitely post-game, because it's a roguelike adventure then, which is still really smart. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still amazed they did that first. Oh, dude, if we could fight Fatalis, that'd be fucking crazy. And it would actually work, because Fatalis could be similar to Grigori in a sense. They're fucking huge.
Shut up, or the chief will hear you. It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side. Nothing like back, hit back. With all your talk, does it blind you?
I will say I'm still a little disappointed in DD2's gear. I do feel like that we could have gotten more. Especially, like, I'm surprised they didn't put special gear. There's not a lot of special gear in the game to find. It's just like the first game where it's more about just buying it. And that's fair. But that's also why I'm hoping if they really do DLC, they actually do what they did with the Dark Arisen. Like, we get really good gear.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
Exactly. Like, at the time with DD1, I could totally understand. Just because, you know, the industry was really trying to do certain things and stuff. But still, though, I just think with 2, Capcom should not have tried to interfere. Capcom would still not be where it's at without DMC5. Because I think, sure, they had Monster Hunter, but them allowing Itsuno to really work on DMC5 the way he wanted to, I think spoke a lot. So the fact that they kind of burned him after that is ridiculous. Oh.
Hans, there's more of them up top.
Oh yeah, you have to hold it. I'm so used to like holding and then letting go in Cyberpunk. I forgot you gotta hold it in this one.
Damn
Or,
it, they're
no, you
everywhere.
shouldn't.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know?
Use the paddle.
We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't
That
see
is very
shit.
true.
But
It's like a Dragon Age.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way
I
forward.
feel like I'm having problems
Then
with my left
come
stick
back to
today.
me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out
With
of the rocks.
when I was
I'll stay here
playing
meanwhile
Lords of the Fallen,
and watch out for them.
is being a little finicky with the walking. But I've already tested it. Nothing. Actually, you know what? Let me be absolutely sure. Whoa, why did you do that? Feels fine. You're excited to play Dragon Age? I hope you like it. If I'm gonna try and give that game a shot again, I'm waiting for Game Pass. I'm thoroughly agitated on its writing. And it hurts worse when I was watching the comparison to mainly Inquisition versus Veilguard, because I think that's a perfect example. And God, Inquisition was just much better, even about subject matters. Yes, I did, and the rumor is, from what Jeff was just telling me about earlier, is they accidentally got the date leaked too on the website or something like that. And so supposedly Monday it will launch. Supposedly. And you bet your ass we'll play some of it. Though I don't know about series, because that during that week. So my whole goal right now is to try and beat Baldur's Gate 3 by Sunday. If possible. I mean, it should be possible, but who knows? I know Saturday I won't be on for a while because I'm gonna go see Revenge of the Sith in theaters. But anyway, my goal is to try and do it on Sunday, or even try and finish it by Wednesday, because Claire Obscure comes out Thursday.
Hey, Hans.
So, I don't know. We'll see. If anything, I'll probably have to wait until I finish Baldur's Gate 3. Then I'll play Claire Obscure. And after Claire Obscure, maybe I'll do a whole Oblivion run. Seriously?
What?
There we go. Oh yeah, I know it's been a whole thing before. Yeah, and I am worried about Sky Bleeding a bit too. It's so weird. It's gonna be weird though too that it's remastered to Unreal Engine, but still use the physics from Creation. It's gonna be weird. Because I'm nervous, like, I feel like they really need to update the animations of Oblivion if they're gonna remaster it. But we'll see. I'm excited for it for sure. And there's more games coming out this year that I'm surprised they're coming out. Like Ready or Not is coming out. Like, this year is crazy for games.
You're a dead man. You know that.
Oh shit.
No, you
Nope, okay,
don't.
I think the reaction's still not fixed. What the fuck? Man, why are you not being aggressive? Like, they're aggressive on normal, but hardcore, they're like not being aggressive.
You won't get me.
he one-tapped me. Damn it. We could have had it. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I was excited. Yeah, true.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
How you survive that, though, is crazy.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Well, here's the thing. Sky Oblivion is going to keep its bright, more colorful tone. Well, it seems like Virtuos is making it darker, which kind of sucks.
Am I? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
If I'm not, then how come?
I just wanted to make sure to.
You chose a
For
different path
remastered,
than I wanted for you.
they should definitely fix up animations
Maybe
if
that's how it was
possible,
meant to be.
the level scaling problems, the bugs.
But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you
Like,
have
I'm
to
really
fight.
hoping they consider that.
You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
You know, I guess
What are you
maybe I could
wearing?
see that.
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Yeah, this year, dude, the thing about games, it's gonna be tough, man. Like, I was already on a roll and trying to, like, do some replays and other games I haven't beaten, and now we have all this other shit. I'm like, fuck! I still want to get Schedule 1, so I don't know what I'm gonna be able to get on Payday, because I want to go pre-order Clear Obscured.
How are you holding up?
Even though I know it's coming to Game Pass. But if worse comes to worse, I guess I could play it on Game Pass for now. Because I want to get Schedule 1. I want to get Dragon Wilds. Honestly, that does seem like fun. And they said they won't be doing console until probably next year. So... yeah, but that RuneScape Survival Craft does seem cool. And I'm glad that it looks like it's balanced around solo as well.
Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
The gate
have
is
to
closed.
see. But I do want to pre-order Clear
Don't
Obscurity.
worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the castle. Hurry.
So weird seeing Henry in his old clothes with the updated face.
Follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake!
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. We'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
It's still brutal just them showing it right there. God.
Run.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
No.
Oh, and by the way, being that this is hardcore,
It's
I'm
all
definitely
right, Henry,
gonna
I've got
loot
you.
people and repair their shit if I want
Just
it.
a little further. Henry, wake up.
And knowing like crafting in this, the one thing I do hate, like I love blacksmithing, but God, you can barely craft anything in the first area.
No, we can't stop.
Pa. I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
The light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help.
You know what is weird though? I thought about replaying Skyrim too. Actually, I actually might do a little bit of Oblivion
I'll see what I can do.
just to
for
get
you.
myself like kind of set up, so
Let's
that way
have
if
a
it does come out Monday, I'm like, okay,
It's
let's compare
all
this.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were
Because I know
ambushed,
for a
but
fact
don't worry.
Oblivion
Get you fixed
would
up
come to
right
Game
just
Pass.
right.
So depending on the situation, like I said, if I can't afford Clear Obscure immediately, I'll probably just do Game Pass. The only reason I say that is because I'm trying to pay off some stuff much quicker. So if anything too, like I'm prepared to just buy like the cheaper games again for a minute. Get 'em, Hans!
Hey, lad.
Dearest,
Are
how
you
far are
alive,
you into the
lad?
game, by the way? I don't think I've asked you. I love that we already saw this, and then they decide, hey, here's some KCD1 footage. made it to Tomcat. Where do I go to make money? So to make a good amount of money, if you want a more hard-working one, blacksmithing, because
Huge army.
it will help you.
They attacked without warning.
You can level up your craftsmanship,
Get all the people inside
and there'll
the
be
gates.
a perk where you can get more money
You have
for
to
near
prepare for the
perfect
worst.
items. It can teach you how to haggle, because you should
Make
always
all the
haggle.
necessary arrangements.
Haggling will also be able to level up speech later. You can unlock that ability. But always haggle to help you make more money, because then once you start crafting better weapons, you'll get even more out of it. Pickpocketing and lockpicking. Honestly, just looting enemies, selling their gear. Don't even repair their gear, just sell their broken gear. Just be careful about your weight for until you can start carrying more. Selling a bunch of gear will help you out. Repairing swords, on the other hand, because grinding them on the stone is a good idea for more money. There's plenty of ways to make tons of money. Gambling is actually a pretty good way, especially once you pickpocket better dice from people and shit, or win it. I usually do blacksmithing because it's a good amount, or alchemy. Holy shit. Pick hundreds of herbs, and either just sell the herbs. You can't find blacksmith. It's one of your quest objectives if you talk to the beggar chick, because she tells you about Tomcat. She tells you about the miller, or actually I think the miller and blacksmith should already be a default thing. They should be on your maps though, because they have to help you get into a wedding. And you can do both quest lines. You can do one and do the other later. There might be just a quest or two that will be missed once you do the wedding, but you can do both their quest lines until they interject, because either of them will get you a room for free as well.
What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but
But
he was on the
loot
edge
from
there
enemies
for
is
a
definitely
bit.
like a faster
And
way.
so were you, lad,
But you gotta be
so
careful,
calm
too.
yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in
I would
the
recommend
grave
alchemy.
already.
Like, get a safe
You were
house
lucky
first
you happened
from
to
the
turn
blacksmith
up
or the
here.
millers.
I have to talk to Hans.
And like
You
I said,
won't
gather
get much
hundreds
out
of
of
plants
him
and either
now.
look up
He's lost
in your
a lot of
alchemy
blood
book
and he has a fever.
what to make, and the easiest thing to make that would be more available is like marigold decoction, and either sell those or just sell hundreds of plants, because either way they'll still make you a good amount of money.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut
Oh
him
yeah,
up
you're gonna
bad.
get worked for a
Hans
while.
was fighting
Once
him
you
outside,
learn
then
from
he came
Tomcat, it will help you
staggering in,
out.
said something
But
about
in order to survive a
Fortuna, and
fight,
collapsed
you
on the
definitely want to
floor.
have padded gear. So you want to make sure, whether you loot it from someone or buy it, I'd recommend buying it. Because if you're going to loot from people, you got to get ready to pay to repair it and stuff. But in order to survive combat, when it comes to clothing, of course, you want to wear any sort of gambeson type shirt and pants, because it is padded. And then with those, then you'll be able to equip armor. And then as you start going piece by piece with armor, which, if I'm being completely honest, until you start getting your weight leveled up through strength, I would recommend padded gear, and then gloves, either leather or metal. For your boots, I just stick to normal boots and get the half plate leggings, because those should be pretty light. A cuirass. No chain shirt. Chain shirts are heavy as hell, so you should probably wait for those. But I would get a cuirass, which definitely shouldn't be too hard to come by. And then, of course, just a helmet on top of your padded or quilted hat and stuff. Because quilted coifs or chainmail coifs will take a minute. You might be able to get the neck version of the chainmail thing and stuff, but it's just about getting your armor set up, because weapons, it doesn't really matter how good the weapon is. You yourself are the weapon in general, but armor matters the most. You're not really going to survive a fight without good armor. And honestly, from what I've tested, wearing padded clothing, even if you're not wearing a helmet, is more than enough to protect you, because most fights, unless I get really unlucky, which sometimes happens, and it happens to the best of us, no matter what, wearing padded clothing, you can survive unless it's a headshot. Most of the time, you'll survive a good, I'd say 4 hits, depending how strong the enemy is. You'll be able to survive 4 hits at most, unless they get a good hit on you. But with armor, as long as you have gloves, chest, legs, and helmet, and most importantly, I would say helmet and chest piece and gauntlets. You could really ignore the legs and stuff like that. So hands, chest, and head are your number one source of protection. Of course, like same thing, like get any kind of even if it's just elbow pads, any form of arm protection along with the gloves are gonna be good. Let the legs be last, because legs won't really get hit a lot unless it's arrows. So, as long as you focus on your core, you'll be fine. You'll be able to survive a lot more hits. Unless it's a mace. And that's the other thing too, is you have to think about the gear they're wearing. If you're going to fight someone in plate armor, just know if you don't have a mace or even an axe on you, because even though axes are slashing damage, they can still be beneficial. Like if you don't have any form of heavy weapon, anyone wearing plate is going to be tough to fight. It will take a while to fight them. But if you do have a mace, you might as well equip it and fuck their asses up. Because that ain't gonna do shit for them anymore when a mace comes in. And then lightly armored people, you know, it doesn't matter. You got a blade, oh, they're gonna go out in no time. You got a mace, oh, they're fucked either way. Like, that's the beauty of this game, is just, it's all about your preparedness. Like, at the start of the game, if there's fights nearby, your best is to just run away. If they try to extort you, suck it up. Just get extorted. It happens to us all. But once you start getting that gear and everything, oh, it gets better. Or you know, maybe like you see a group, and if you got the time, stay away from the group. Like if it's at a campsite, wait for time to pass, or like go and hide in a bush and stuff, and just let time pass, and then just, you know, kill them in their sleep and stuff if you have a dagger. Because I think they got rid of the stealth kills without daggers. I can't remember where you can just stomp on them. But there's plenty of ways. I mean, hell, you don't even have to go to the millers. Just as long as you got lockpicks. Wait at nighttime, you know, find a nice quiet place, lockpick some stuff, get your lockpicking leveled up. Even if you break them, they're pretty cheap to buy and stuff like that. Like, level up your lockpicking. And let me tell you, when you start robbing people, oh man, the loot gets good. It can be tough if you're trying to play a more chivalrous knight, for sure.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
The other good thing is, too, once you get alchemy going, even if you don't get alchemy going, if you make sure to save up some potions and kind of like study them, I'd say the best beginner ones, in my opinion, to help you kind of get a good grasp of stuff, not only have anything that's healing and saving, of course, Artemis potions are amazing. They level up your strength for a period of time, which means you can carry more stuff, you'll have stronger attacks, and because it raises up your strength stat, a lot of stats get boosted, so you kind of have certain things, right? Artemis is very common at the beginning of the game. Those I would keep on hand. Buck's Blood, because it raises stamina boost, and depending how stronger it is, it could also affect your speed, but Buck's Blood is always good to have on hand. Painkiller, technically. I think they're a little hard to find at the beginning of the game, even at shops, but Painkiller is amazing, because if you get hurt, you still have max stamina. But yeah, and Marigold Decoction, of course, just for healing. But those ones I would recommend, because those are your best pre-buff potions as well. Because maybe before a fight happens, you want to drink all 3 of those and they'll be beneficial. Buck's Blood is good to have no matter what. Even if you're just running around, always good to have Buck's Blood. so you have stamina regen and everything. His stamina is king in the game. And just save the Artemis and Painkiller for more like when you're in combat scenarios. And make sure to have him on the quick bar too, just in case. That way you don't have to go to the menu. I only use the quick bar for certain situations most of the time. And turns out food and drinks can go into the quick bar as well. Drinks can stack, but food is weird. Dried meat, any kind of dried food can be stacked in your belt. So if you need, if you want to have food for quick access instead of going to your menu, I'd recommend food in your belt as well. The dried meat at least. Think of it like this too. Let's be a little more realistic in this scenario. You're out traveling, right? Let's look at your inventory as a good example too. This is just a nice little tip. From what I've learned, especially from the community, you could of course just wear armor like you would in any RPG and go from there and just be overpowered, right? Because it will be harder for you to kill. But in terms of like your speed and stuff like that, I would recommend wearing kind of traveling armor. Have your padded gear, have something light like the metal gloves, helmet. Wear chest piece if anything, unless you do want a chain shirt, and chain shirt can still make some sense, so you don't have to have the chest piece. And of course, you know, like I said, some kind of arm protection might be a good idea too, like the brigandines and stuff, because it's kind of light and stuff like that. Just have something that's light to wear, nothing too heavy. That way you still have the speed to run out of situations if you need to and stuff, so you're not too heavy and things like that. So have kind of like a good medium to lightweight gear, unless you're getting to heavier battles, then you can put on your backup stuff for the rest, right? And this is all like in your inventory, like imagine as your backpack, right? And I would always recommend healing potions in your belt, and then once you expand your belt, because there's usually a belt you can get in the beginning area that has 2 items. I would recommend healing potions and food. That way then you can just quickly eat your food on the go when you get hungry. But have those in your belt most of the time. And yeah, just have some good travel gear for a mix of protection and speed. When you know you're about to get into a fight, like if you know you can see a fight about to happen beforehand, quickly open that inventory, switch on to your heavy loadout, and then of course like that belt has like the more combat centric stuff. And at that point you might as well drink your potions in the inventory first and stuff. And then boom, you're kind of ready to go. So I would totally recommend, like, for your 3 preset gear sets, to save weight, have it mesh together. So make your casual clothing your combat clothing, to be exact. Get a nice looking gambeson. Even though the quality might be bad, if it's a bronze quality, it usually doesn't matter. Try to get something that has like some color to it or something like that, so it looks good in front of people, because then it will help your speech out and stuff, right? So get like a purr point and some pretty good like padded pants, so then that way you kind of look good, because then when you put a scarf on it, like a scarf can really make a difference too with your style and stuff, right? Get a nice scarf, and then of course, if anything, like I said, you could do a chain shirt if you need to, but if you want to save on weight, just have, you know, your padded stuff for more like casual clothing. Then for the second slot, have some lightly equipped gear for just minor fights and stuff like that. And for the third slot, have even more extra gear on for more protection. And you have a good default set of items, because it goes from light to medium to heavy kind of deal. You could do what most people do and just have armor, charisma clothing, and stealth clothing. But as I've learned at this point, you should only have stuff that you know you're going to use. So if you know you're not going to steal most of the game, or, you know, say most of the moment you're playing, don't bother having stealth gear in your backpack. Just have it in your chest. If you know you're going to be exploring more and everything, have preset gear based on that then. Like, even if it's 2 presets, right? Just have it designed in a way where you'll manage and stuff. Like, I started doing the whole thing where I'm lightly armored, but I have enough to have charisma boost and stuff, so when I go to pubs and whatnot, I don't need to take off my gear. I can kind of just keep it on like a traveler would and stuff like that. Like, as you start to kind of learn the roleplay aspect, and give or take stuff, it starts to get really interesting. That's why I started getting into the whole like not wearing armor when I'm exploring much, because sure it's dangerous, but I have a huge advantage with being that way as well.
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt.
It takes some getting
Inside and
used
out.
to.
Mostly my
And
shoulder
I think that's
when
what I
took an
appreciate about
arrow.
this game. It's like a hardcore Oblivion, basically.
But you're conscious
But
and
you'll get
talking.
super
That's a
strong
good
by the end
sign.
of it.
Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best.
The Miller should be the
but
closest,
I
I
don't see good
think,
no more,
to Tomcat.
especially at night.
So I'd probably go to the
So
Miller
I
quest
didn't do the
line.
best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite
I like
to
you don't
eat.
really need to wear that
There's
tunic.
some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for
Cheese!
you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so let's relook at our buffs and everything. Oh wait, no, where's the negative perks? Oh, here we go. So, let's double check. So, of course, Hangry Henry. So, while we're starving, we lose on certain stats. Food will fill us 50% less, and we digest it faster, so I gotta eat a lot more food. Will be slower in experience, of course. Punchable face, I'm gonna take more damage, but it's gonna be so worth it. But it also means I'm not gonna be able to scare enemies and stuff. It's gonna be a tough time. And then sleepwalking, which means it looks like I'm gonna get tired faster. And yeah, we'll be waking up in some random ass fucking places. It's gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, you can totally see. So in hardcore mode, these pots wouldn't fill you up at all. They would only give you like 3 points of food. So I can see why they changed it in this one. That Hangry Henry is definitely
Aye.
gonna
True
fuck
bliss
you up.
is a full belly.
And we ate it all.
There's no food for me here.
Save your schnapps. Holy shit, yeah, look at our nourishment. We're only at 53. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking ride. Oh, God.
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
It's a shovel. Look.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can
I
either
definitely
put
want
a
to try
dead
and
man
make
back
some
on
of
his
the
feet, or
potions
make
in
sure
this
he
game.
never gets up again.
When I saw
And so
the chamomile
consider
decoction,
yourself lucky.
1-to-1, it was crazy.
But what about Capon?
How
Well, he's
all
less
like
lucky.
realistic this game
That
does
brute
the
really
healing system.
knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Let's see, because I put my points in survival.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Bum bum. Look at this. I don't know where anything is because I can't see myself. Alright, looted you. Yeah, I'm here. There's a bush and its hut. Boar!
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Come on over.
May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
I almost got lost. God.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
I get that belladonna. Good start. Get a good start on some Savior schnapps. I don't need comfort right now. That's a low.
Purple flower, sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Just keeping my eyes out. Try and always take the opportunity to get belladonna.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here some... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Clear off.
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Easy there. We're no robbers, we're just carrying out orders. We've had a look round here, so we can be on our way again.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God
they did her
that
eyes
my
great.
Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Uh-huh.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two
Is
the
it weird
last
to
of my
say
supply
alchemy is one of
during
my
the night,
favorite minigames
but
in this?
fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile
Whoa.
decoction.
Oh god.
And remember
It's
what
bugged.
you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the books.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame.
Oh, right,
so
she's gonna
you
give us the
know
whole
how
rundown
it
first.
looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Fun fact, by the way, they don't show it in the game. Oh, look, it's back. The last time I played, the move
Hear that
cauldron
bubbling?
button was missing.
It's boiling. Remember that
Because
well.
it still uses
For
the
most
KZD1
potions,
mechanics
you
where
just have to
D-pad
simmer the herbs
has
a
stuff
bit,
and triggers
but
have stuff.
Sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take one handful
I think
of
once
sage,
you see the smoke
grind it with a mortar and
rise up, that's
pestle,
how,
and
you know.
drop it in the cauldron.
Let's turn the thing. I always wait till I see bubbles, but it does seem like the moment you see like the smoke and stuff, that's when you want to
Have you
flip the thing.
ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Yeah. Strong even. Let's go.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
And technically, just to be safe, even though I don't need to, something I should try to do more. Oh, did she take all three? No. What if I wanted to use one? Okay.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Nicopolis.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
War is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking
I'll admit
sword?
it. I get annoyed when Ishvan
what?
does
I
that
think
shit.
I'll keep it.
The stronger
memento.
dog fucks the
isn't
bitches,
over.
bro. Get a different
I'll find you.
catchphrase, man.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Mama? You have cheese. I should just do that. Just like go anywhere I go, buy just wheels of cheese.
Never wake.
Skyrim style. It's like I'm being attacked. Hold on, 80
you having
wheels
a
of
nightmare?
cheese.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth. A villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that.
So I think, without spoiling it too much, of course, because I don't want to spoil anything.
There's a lot to think about.
You're welcome.
DRS
But
isn't playing it
remember,
and other stuff.
it's only my
From what I
reading.
understand,
The
I think
only
there
one who can
is
really understand you
3
is
versions
you
of the
yourself.
ending, and by versions, it's by a certain thing that
you're right.
happens. Because of course I already know that there's 2 outcomes based on the what happened in my ending, of course. But I think
Right
I've seen
now,
3 variants
what I
of like
need
the scene
more is a
before
little
that one.
sunshine
It was pretty
and
interesting.
fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Let's see. Charm man and opportunity. Ooh, okay. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. I'm gonna do... Because I'm kind of gonna be an asshole this one. I kind of like the angry Henry right now because I kind of want to try that more. That's why I kind of chose strength. Even though probably choose... Well, sword still is good because 2-handed swords and stuff. Oh, but look at that. Our heavy weapons at 6. Okay, so that's not bad. Full arm 7. Wow, interesting. Let's do opportunist. That way I get less penalties from that. Hardworking lad. Increase carry capacity 8 pounds. Or train hard, fight easy. I think I'm gonna do working hard. The extra weight is a good idea. Agility. Fall damage is quite rare for my taste, honestly. Plus, the fall damage in this game is definitely different from the first game, so most of the time you don't die instantly depending on the situation. And I mean, Deft Hands lets you equip agility-based weapons easier. Wait, did they change the perks? Be 1 less, 2 is... They changed the shit? Or am I crazy? Is it saying it will be 1 less and then 3 less? I could have sworn it was more, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 3 and 5? I'll have to double check. I'll do Deft Hands. Because, I mean, like I said, we got our sword, like... So it looks like we're 6 in every stat, which is good. I balanced it out pretty well then, because we did Strength as our first choice, I did Vitality as the second choice, and then Sword does Agility, so I wonder if that was part of it. So, honestly, I did a good stat spread, it looks like. So... And one-handing swords is very useful because there's so many perks where you don't, if you don't use a shield for any one-handed weapon, it's fucking crazy. Now this is a tough one. Your nourishment will decrease 30% slower. You will last longer without food before your hunger starts. Okay, so thick-blooded is good. I always go with thick-blooded usually, but because of Hangry Henry, we will do aesthetic. Because our nourishment will decrease 30% slower. Because right now, I believe, reading this correctly, digestion rate increases by 25%. So which means then it goes down quickly. So aesthetic to balance it out is a good idea. A -1 speech right now. Where's the -1 coming from? Oh, it's because we're hungry. Makes sense. Craftsmanship. Razor sharp's always a good one. Yeah, I'll do the cobbler kit repair stuff, because then that helps with stealth. Bushman. Survival. Ooh. Yeah, sell herbs, game, and trophies at double the price. Gonna do that first. Wander is good, but being able to buy shit will be better. Blocking will cost 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower while blocking. That's just for standard blocking. So I'm going to do head protection because I'll get a helmet as soon as possible. Precise strike. Feints are OP if you know what you're doing. Okay. Sweet. That's crazy how I was able to get Henry kind of up like that.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Henry, our hero Henry, who helps out his fellow man, Don't mind me, I'm hungry. I need his food. Henry, our hero Henry. Ah, delicious.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
It is hard to swap
but you
pebbles.
never gave me anything for Talmberg.
Pebbles will be useful for hardcore.
Talmberg? What was that about then?
He took an arrow.
The foe took the
to the
castle by
arse.
subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell.
Oh yeah, I found a
What
post
else
where
did
people
the two
do
of you
confirm like the
encounter?
whole 12
Quite a lot
cursing
of
is definitely
things.
bugged when you
But I'm
match
afraid
the
we don't have
per-
much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits
See,
a knight.
I still
You have
think
my word of honor.
that Daz may have overdone it with
Now you've
Pebbles'
got me
boosts.
curious. I never got a
Red
knight's
Herring
word
definitely
before.
doesn't have good
For a
boosts. Like it's
start,
good
you can
enough.
leave me that axe
But
and
the
spade.
horses
We
in
can't manage without
Kutenberg
them.
definitely
Yes, of
outperform
course.
Red Herring.
And
But
thanks for everything
man,
you've
no
done,
one looks like
Bajena.
they really
I have
compete
something
with
for you,
Pebbles.
Henry. Ma had
Because if
trouble
you're going to
because
get a
of
different
you,
horse in
but I know
Kutenberg,
you
it's
didn't do it
really
on
for
purpose,
one stat.
and you protected her when she needed
Either
it.
speed,
I want to thank
courage,
you for that.
or weight.
Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right.
No
we shouldn't
chance,
just
man.
leave it at that.
No fucking chance.
As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since
When I was
over the
watching
hills and far
someone,
away.
I haven't watched like Gold Glove in so long, but I was watching his video of this playthrough, and I'm glad that he's been playing through it because it's hard for that man to like stay on something. I appreciate that line right there sold him on this whole game. It seems like anyone who hears that line is sold. Are you yanking my pizzle? We've been using that at work lately. It's been fucking hilarious.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day.
I really like how he
promise you.
squints a lot.
And your
I
sword,
notice he
too.
does that.
But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
I like the I want to see this first, and then in the next cutscene, I'm gonna go grab a drink while it plays. Silva. Those look big though for so. Well, I actually don't know how big they would have been back then. God, that lighting is so good. Oh, I love this game. Isn't that a hurdy-gurdy? Sounds like it. All negatives? Not this one. I'm just trying out a few perks. This is more my personal run. When I'm done with a few different stream series, I will do a whole run on stream of negative perks, and I will regret all my decisions. The perks in this game is tough, from what I've read. They put the core in hardcore. Dan Vavra, you son of a bitch, you did it again. I think the ones that scare me in the negative perks is most certainly Numbskull and Bashful.
At this castle.
Because Bashful, you lose bathhouse services and seeing where you are on the map.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet.
And then,
But I don't believe much in
the
herbal
branding.
remedies.
Oh, God.
You
I just hope,
beat an educated man
because they claim it's permanent, I hope it doesn't mean you get kicked out of
I
every
can't wait
fucking
to sleep in a
establishment.
proper bed.
That's the one thing I hate
And
about being
some
branded.
wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because, like, basically no one
it's
will talk to you
closed.
until it wears out. I thought for sure the criminals would talk to you, but not really. Anyway, while this plays out, even though I like this scene, I need a drink. So enjoy the shit talking,
Open up!
literally.
I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah,
Now that's what a messenger looks like.
God, I hate him so
Count
much.
yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Yeah, he's definitely like power crazed.
Whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Oh, it's that guy!
Wait.
Oh god!
Wait, one moment!
Oh no! Oh no! It's the poor guy who gets yelled at.
What the fuck?
Oh
was
god, now they realized it. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Oh god.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Drink!
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Oh, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub.
Hold on, what's my controller? Okay, my orange light's on.
Some
but
better
just
clothes.
checking.
Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I'm sure Sir Hanush would understand.
He might, but he'd never let me forget it. I can guarantee you that. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for.
When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pub. Or the one you gave us away for.
Okay. Oh, I actually thought I ruined it. Wench.
Wench.
Whoa!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
But Hans, I'm
Be
hungry.
with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
They really still haven't fixed
Not
the
them
neck
nomad
issue.
vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Wait, what sound?
It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Health, lads. That's the most important thing.
Wonder what her check VA is.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
That must hurt, don't it? A bit. At least at first. But then you get all...
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you. Helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
She just rides her ass the whole time. Like, geez, I'm sorry.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallops.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
We don't need all this.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up. Cry.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
All
We'll
the time.
ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble.
You know what I find very funny is let's take Radzik and Hanish for example. If they had a somehow fucked up situation like this, I could probably see. Technically, I could see both of them probably not giving a shit and working off debts like that. But I think the most important would be Radzik. I feel like Radzik would definitely take an opportunity to do it, knowing how he is. That man is cunning. Like, he would probably swap his armor for a cloak in no time, I feel like. Just the way he's portrayed in this.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
God, I fucking hate you at the start.
I understand. Well, I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again
Fun
for
fact,
accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
So, of course, for those who do know, carrying sacks, for
That too,
example,
of course.
will
Maybe
raise your
2
strength
estates.
stat because you're
But
over
above
the
all,
weight limit.
Once we're out
But
of the
if you
worst,
raise your strength
I'll help
enough,
you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some
Henry will
gear,
start
we'll head into
complimenting
the
how
forest
light
and
sacks
find
are,
mutt in a trice.
which is cool.
Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I was gonna bitch slap.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Deep breath. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
God, the innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me. We're getting somewhere at last.
Honestly, he's not complaining about sacks right now, so I'm wondering because my starting stat was strength.
One bit.
Well, I guess it's not really I guess at the beginning when you get those choices, I guess it balances. So since I chose a more soldier approach, it probably balanced all my soldier stats. And then of course I raised survival, which I think would have been part of it.
Is that
And
supposed to be
then,
Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares.
I love how he's using Latin, and yet like that guy did not know. It's like, buddy, like. Oh.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
Oh, he's drunk.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calm down.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I love the drunk
I
animation.
am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll get you.
Nice
strike. You're
Yeah,
not much for us,
the
fucker.
bug's still there. That sucks.
Hey!
I held block game.
Go fuck yourself.
Ooh, that was close. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. I have no breathing room. They are fucking me up.
Send my greetings to the devil. Yeah.
Don't pay.
Spare him.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Fuck. I have a head injury.
Just him.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone.
Slice him up.
Nice.
Oh.
Take that fucker out.
Let him have it.
Damn it.
Now you're
We got knocked out.
Yeah. Don't spare him.
You want to try me?
Send my greetings to...
Oh, I got knocked out.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards!
I actually wonder if he didn't punch that guard,
Keep your mouth shut and
if we would
don't
have been
make it
more
worse.
relaxed.
What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough.
Figure
Don't
we
you
might as well
fucking
get-
realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults
He's enjoying
and
the show.
accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
God, he delivers it so good.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Really weird how they wear the underwear and have the hoses like right there and stuff.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
The-
Oh shit. Boy,
It's, the writing is such good comedic timing.
go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Oh, oh, oh! That was the tavern music from the first game. I didn't realize that. Rhyme.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Your reputation has dropped. We're not very popular in Frostkovitz right now. Wait. Oh, right. I have to learn it. All right. At least we look a little more decent.
Hey, over here. Do you have a moment?
I got a bit lost. Could you tell me where exactly this is?
That's so cool, and it marks with a flag.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Got it.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
How is that negative?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
I think the cool thing is you're able to come back and talk to her if you need more advice until you wear it all out. Yeah, it looks like we already know about them. And she gives you the Tomcat quest, of course. She doesn't give you anything else. Unless... Wait, isn't that her? No. The tipster's there. She gives you the Tomcat one. Well. Oh man, what do I do to start? I guess I should... Honestly, especially for hardcore, and because I have the sleep one, I am going... I have no money. Let's see. I'm gonna... Let's make some money by picking herbs. Just enough to scrape by. Grab some food, probably. Sure. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of already forgotten top of my head how to do the marigold decoction. What we'll do is but I'll make the chamomile one because that will sell for some money for sure. Actually should get off soon, so let's do this. Let's pick everything here. Alright. We'll just sell the remaining herbs. What? Where'd a cat? Where'd a cat go? Okay.
Greetings to you.
Oh, wait. Dumbass.
Maybe I boiled that chamomile
Shit.
longer than I should have.
Okay, fair enough. And now, this should definitely be strong. Boom. Let's go ahead and get that alchemy level. Sooner I do it, the better. Oof. Let's do cellar first. The sooner I make more money, the better. Whoops, 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 whoops. Perfection. And then we'll have one more to make. And that should be more than enough money. I'll go see if I can get me some dried meat. See if I can't get anything else. And then right head to the blacksmith as usual. I like starting at the blacksmith because it just means I can get more shit done there. Alright, let's see how far I got with it. I think different potions increase the XP gain too. Which would make sense. I feel like the more complicated a potion is, you definitely want to get more of a bonus for it. Oh, sick. Okay, so for that amount of potions I made, the 40% loss is not too bad. It'll probably be more noticeable with weapons. But yeah, that's not bad at all.
God bless you.
God bless you. I'll probably get more belladonna out there, so. And if anything, I can always buy it dried, because as long as you have, if it's 2 ingredients kind of deal, getting dried belladonna is probably just smarter, because as long as you have fresh nettle, it usually will stick to being strong. haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Warum nicht?
Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal.
You're bleeding me dry, you know that?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Nein, so bestimmt nicht. I'm done haggling with you.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, look, I get it. My speech sucks right now, but fine. Auf Wiedersehen, bitch. I mean, my speech is at 5. I guess also I do look dirty and everything. But I mean, come on, man. It was just a groschen more.
God bless you.
What the hell? Raus, du Bastard!
What?
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that
Man, why am I
nearest
still so
hill?
dirty?
I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around, Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose
I would
into
love
other
to get
people's
the
business.
armor.
Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders.
The Lionquest armor, but
if any do come, they better behave.
finding that's gonna take
I
a minute.
understand that,
And
but we
dangerous.
were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is
This
all.
one I'll
So
go
you've
ahead and
already
skip.
About those, every time.
So the road.
Ja, das.
I'll have a look at the.
Yeah, what do you got? So I have 89. $59 for a pouch. Jeez. 60. So 7. Guess I don't actually need. That's right. What the hell? Did it just change to 11? Or am I crazy? Okay. Well, 6. Let's do that. I'm sure we'll find a spade eventually. How many bandages we got? We got 2 bandages. Never hurts to get a couple lock picks in case. I guess I could get the spade too. Oh yeah, look at that. The budget's going good so far. All right.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Natürlich, kein Problem.
Is this enough?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Why? You'll convince me with that price?
Perfect.
Thank you, and take care.
Thank you. Perfect. We got good portion of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put on Gambison. Go clean myself up. Let's head to the smith. Two charisma. But I mean, I'd rather take less charisma for armor. All right, off we go. But this way. Oh, did they change it? Oh my god, I think they changed it. Oh no, okay, it still does that when, okay. But when you close out, it looks like you'll be fine. Okay. Taking this road. Either way, we'll lead over there. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for... Well, there won't be an alchemy bench where I'm going, so it's fine. I don't need to pick herbs right now. Wabbit.
Old gods. I wonder what their names were.
see they haven't been forgotten, and the locals still worship them. I can't really blame them seeing the state of this land.
Run in, run in, run in, run in. Okay. Taking this little path. So yeah, we just got off here. Set straight, take the fork in the road to the left. Yeah, I'm just gonna head to the smith. And we'll save right there. And then we'll end for tonight. Right. I'll probably play a little bit of Lords of the Fallen before going to bed, though. It's definitely much better than what it was originally. I'll be honest, I was actually surprised.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am. Ah. 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 Fucking hell!
I bet.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
You good?
All right.
Oh. Oh. That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
Oh. Oh, I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Bet we never see him again. At least I don't think so. Oh god, yeah. Tackle.
That's a fine maypole.
Let's do a save exit right here. Alrighty, cool. Well, that's a nice for a one-time VOD and everything. At least, well, quotes in one time. You never know if I'll do more of this and all that. They'll most likely go in my KCD2 playlist. So, those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.